What's up everyone, Mortal Snow here, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a Fortnite Seasons tier list. Because I saw Clem's video and I just didn't think he did it justice, but I think his opinion was, I don't know, it just kind of triggered me, so I feel like I need to give the Fortnite community a better tier list video. Okay? So anyway, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so the first few seasons I can't really, I didn't really play, so I feel like I can't really comment, but I'll give some brief stuff because I know the facts of what got added, but I can't really say about like the feeling and the vibe of those seasons, but I can kind of give ratings on those seasons a little bit because I know what they got, most of the stuff got added. So season 1 was kind of basic. You know, the basic, we're in that right now, season OG, actually, so I can kind of comment a little more. They kind of added a lot of stuff, you know, it's basically, we're getting a copy paste of it now at the moment, currently, so, yeah, basic map. Just want to say, chat, if you can, I'm not even streaming, I don't know why I'm saying chat. Just saying, if you can hear like massive storm, you probably can. It's really rainy. It's currently like a massive storm in the UK at the moment right now. I'm recording this during that, so I apologise if you can hear that in the background. You probably can, so I just wanted to clarify that. Yeah, season 1 basic map, basic AR shotgun SMG, basic loot pool. Size SMG was added, Zapatron, Fortnite Mez, first Fortnite Mez event was added with pumpkin launcher and Skull Trooper and Skull Trooper and Ghoul Trooper added for the first time. Not really too much was added this season. This season was kind of basic. I'm going to put this season honestly in like the bottom or second to last. I just think this season didn't really offer much. Now season 2, on the other hand, this season was amazing, right? We're actually building up. We're actually, I can't record this video. We're only like 4 or 5 days away from season OG's season 2 update on Friday. This update added till, you know, it actually, to be fair, it didn't to begin with. When this season first died, we were in like, it started during the Christmas period, so you had like the Christmas update, the Christmas skins, Christmas lobby, and then later in the season, like a month later into the season, in January, you had Tilted, Shifty Shafts, Haunted Hills, Junk Junction, Snobby Shores, loads of PLYs added. Honestly, WCs, I think this season was pretty damn good. I think we're gonna put this in like, I don't know if I'd put it all the way in. I would put it probably in like B tier, because the stuff content we got added was sounding pretty cool. Season 3, season 3 I don't know if necessarily, season 3 didn't really add too much. Obviously the battle passes, I think I need to keep in consideration as well. Battle passes, in this video Renegade Raider and obviously Aerosol Trip, Seasonal Shop. For these cosmetics, I'm tempted to put it in A tier because the cosmetics are really cool, but I feel like I'm going to keep it in B tier for now. This one had the first full battle pass, John Wick knockoff and all that stuff, you know, astronaut theme and shit, space theme season. The only POI that was actually added this season was Lucky Landing. Hand cannon was added. I can't remember too much of what was added this season, because I didn't do too much research on this season, but I would probably put this season probably in like above season 1, but in C tier. Alright, season 4. This season seemed pretty cool from what I've seen. Dusty Divot, meteors hitting all over the map, hitting the prison, hitting Tilted, loads of different areas, the villain lair, the hero lair, Moisty Mars, like film set, the battle pass, you know, Omega, Carbide, the Thanos Infinity Gauntlet collab. I would probably have to put this season, I think, in A tier. I think the stuff we got added, you know, Drum Gun, Visitor, the first live event with the rocket, like. I think this season was pretty freaking cool in my opinion. I think there was a lot of sick stuff added this season, right? Season 5. The first season that actually drastically changed. This season was monumental for Fortnite history because this was the first season that actually added a biome onto the map and changed how Fortnite works. Because Fortnite previously, I think, when they, you know, in season 1, people wanted snow, or season 2, people wanted snow. Epic said they don't really think it would fit with the map. They didn't want to drastically change the map. So this is the first time they took a big risk and added a new biome onto the map with season 5. Drift, Ragnarok, Sunstrider, a few other skins there. Viking Village, Paradise Palms. You know, you had Lazy Lake, like loads of cool POIs. The Cube spawning onto the map for the first time, honestly one of the most monumental moments in Fortnite. The Cube spawning in the middle of that tournament, I think it was, Ninja Sword and shit, it was really cool. Yeah, I think this, and you had obviously had the Cube going into Loot Lake. Like, I think this was a banger season. I'll probably put this above, I think I'd put this above season 4, I think, in A tier. This seemed like a really cool season. Now, this is now where I can start, really getting into these seasons, because this is where I started playing. I did play a little bit of season 5. I remember going to my friend's house and playing on his Xbox a little bit, but like and that was only one time though, so I don't really count it because I didn't officially make my own account for season 6. So this is where I properly started playing the game and made my own account. Season 6, and also where I started making content as well. if you've been watching the channel for a while, you might know this is where I start. This is where I start making content as well. So, Season 6, Darkness Rises, Calamity, DJ Yonder, Direwolf, Giddy Up, all the cool skins, the Cube pushed out of Loot Lake into the floating island, all the corrupted areas, Haunted Castle, you know, sick like Quad Crasher, Fortnite Mess 2018, zombies all over the map, like AK-47 was added. Like, dude, this season was actually a banger season, honestly. I don't know. The thing is, from what I don't know if I think it's as good. I think no, fuck it. I think it's. I don't know. Do I think it's better than season 5? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I might have to put it like in between season 5 and season 4. I think. Yeah. I'd have to put it in between those seasons. I don't think it was as good as season 5 from what I've seen. From season 5, season 5 looked really good, so I can't really. I don't think it was better than season 5. Obviously, the butterfly event at the end, which was pretty cool. But I don't know. I don't think it was as good as season 5. I think it was. I think it's better than season 4, but I don't think it was as good as season. I don't know if it was good as season 5. Actually, I don't know if it was as good as season 4. Actually, if I'm being honest. We'll leave it there for now. I can change it for anyway, so it's fine. All right. Chapter 1, season 7. This season was pretty good. The whole snow. I mean, they said they didn't want to have snow on the map. Now they did. Now a year ago. Now a year later, they added snow on the map. Ice King, Polar Peak, Frosty Fights, Plains, the Block. The Fire King, the Ice Storm live event, and the Marshmallow First Concert live event. The build up with the dragon eggs, the storyline, the secrets. The storyline with the secret skin was so mysterious this season. I loved it. You had to who was it? Who was breaking? Like the snow at the bottom of the dungeon there was slowly melting and melting to the point where a hand was exposed. You didn't know who it was. And then loading screen of the prisoner escaping, and you had to unlock his styles secretly in different areas around the map. Like you could unlock a key, find a key at the top of the castle, it would unlock his thing on his head that would get second style, and then the third style and the fourth style in different areas of the map. Like, it was so cool, unique, and I love it. I wish Fortnite would do things like that nowadays. The build up, I loved the build up, by the way, to season 8. Like, the volcano was teased so much. If you went to Wailing Woods, the ground started to be scorched at Wailing Woods, and ash started slowly coming up, and it was, the ground started to become more and more brown and scorched, leading up to because the volcano was about to form there. Like, damn, bro. Banger season. I don't think it was as good. If I'm being honest with you, I would probably put it. If I had to, I would probably put it. It's tough. I'd have to put this here and maybe put that there. I think honestly, I'd have to probably do that. I think for now we'll do. Yeah, we'll do that. Right. This now. Here we go. This is absolutely insane. This is going in the top tier by far for sure, right? Season 8, Chapter 1, Season 8, one of my favourite seasons, I think, of all time. Favourite season of Chapter 1. Amazing. The vibes, man, seriously, I cannot describe in words to you how the vibe was this season. The vibe, it felt amazing to play Fortnite this season, dude. The vibe was... I miss it. No one understands how much I miss the vibe from this season. I remember just how it felt to play the game this season. I know it might just sound weird and cringe, but it just felt so good this season, man. I loved it. Season 8 was amazing, dude. Like, the volcano, the jungle areas, the lagoon. Dude, man, I fucking want to go back to I can't wait. This is why I love OG Mode so much. I can't wait to go back to this in the later seasons. In my opinion, the later seasons are better. Like, I'm not even saying because I didn't play the older seasons. I think the later seasons honestly are better. They just had way more to offer and they were just cooler. The oldest versions of the seasons were just overrated, I think. Anyway, so, and we had, I think Infantry was added in season 7, wasn't it? You had the cannons, you had the ballers, you had the greatest LTM added. Like, Thanos returned, but in a better way. The Avengers Endgame LTM. You on the Avengers team. You have you can get a bunch of different random. You can get loads of different mythics like Iron Man's repulsors, Hawkeye's bows, Captain America's shield, Thor's Stormbreaker, and you would spawn into the map with an AR attack shotgun and a treasure map to get one weapon of your choice, and then you could just go around looting getting mythics. And you had to basically your job on the Avengers team was basically to eliminate all the respawns of the Thanos team before they got all the Infinity Stones, and then once you got rid of their respawns, you would then be able to eliminate them. Right, Thanos team, you'd all spawn as Thanos' army, the Tatari, right, and then the first person to get the first Infinity Stone, all the Infinity Stones would land on the map. You have to collect all of them. Once you collect all of them, the hero team lose their respawns, and you can eliminate them, right? Okay, the first person to unlock to get the first Infinity Stone, the first person to get the first one, became Thanos, right? Once that person died, it would just randomly select people throughout the game to be Thanos. Okay, and I loved that LTM, bro. This is going in S tier by far. It's not even a question. There's no debate. It's going in S tier. Oh yeah, I didn't even mention the added introduction. Not just multiple things I even forgot. Like, not just did it add one of the best LTMs of all time, it also added one of the second best LTMs of all time. Floor is Lava. Floor is Lava. Absolutely amazing LTM. The Boom Bow I was added this season. One of the best weapons of all time, I think. Amazing. Season 9. Now, I don't think Season 9 is as good. I think I'm definitely putting Season 9 in A tier, but I don't think Season 9 was as good. Like, you had the futuristic POIs, which were cool, but I do honestly think the original versions were better, to be honest with you. You had the Stranger Things collab, which is kind of cool. You had the Rovers Monster event, one of the best events of all time, I think. Just the scale of that was crazy to think. If they did something like that nowadays, with the graphics they have now, they could probably make something so much better. So I hope they do something like that again, that'd be sick. I remember all the Godzilla like clickbait and shit, or just people going on about how they thought Godzilla was the monster, and now we literally have Godzilla in the game right now, which is crazy. Like, you remember you had I loved the build up to the event as well. You had like Polar Peak slowly cracking from the events of Season 8. That's why I didn't even mention Season 8. The unvaulting event was amazing. I did miss it though, but I'm not gonna, like, it doesn't matter. The event was amazing though. The volcano, the unvaulting, the drum gun, like, and the results of that event caused the events of Season 9, the Polar Peak cracking, and then also during Season 9 it got to the point where you could see the eye at the bottom of Polar Peak, and every time it found you for the first time it made this really, really fucking weird, like, horror sound, like squeak sound, and then the eye would just follow you no matter where you went. Crazy. And then he broke out, and then went a rampage, destroyed a few POIs, then we had the event. The vaulting of the pump shotgun for the first time in the form of the combat shotgun, the battle pass, rocks, homeless Tifu. You had Vendetta, like, you had the Storm guy, which had like the Storm Tracker bat thing or something like that, which was pretty actually damn cool. The Robot Chicken, like, I think this was a pretty good season. I personally don't think it's anywhere near as good as Season 8, but I still think it's decent. I would have to probably put it, like, I would have to put Season 7, I think I'd put Season 7 here now, and I'd have to put that just below Season 5. I think it's good, but I don't think it's as good as Season 8. Alright, final season of Chapter 1. Season X. This season is absolutely amazing. I think this is one of the most underrated seasons of all time. Everyone hates the season so much because they just go on about the mechs, and the mechs were, I get it, the mechs were a bit of a pain in the arse, but if I'm being honest with you, they were accountable. I'm sorry, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for saying that, but they were accountable. If you just got a few people spamming at ARs, they were accountable. Yes, if they hit you, they were really broken, but they were pretty easy to counter if you knew how to counter them. But people just wanted to spend their time whining rather than actually trying to adapt. Season X was, I also put that aside, the stuff we had, like, I don't think we ever had so much consistent map changes. We literally, each week we got a new POI basically, you got loads of rift zones added each week. Like, the season started off with not many map changes, and I kind of wish they would do this more often. I'd rather a season started off with not many map changes and they just added them throughout the season, like they did with Season X, instead of adding loads at the beginning and then not adding much throughout the season. Because Season X, all it did was pretty much just add Dusty Depot and the factories back and the meteor on the map. That's all those three small map changes, and other than that there wasn't really much added. Apart from a few small landmarks, there was nothing really else added, and then throughout the season we got a new rift zone added throughout, the season, and all these rift zones actually had lore behind them because they would spawn a rift above them, and which would later be used for one of the members of the Seven to be rifted in. So basically, each of the rift zones would be added throughout, Retail Row with the zombies, rift Retail Row, the Cube Island, like Fatal. You had Taco Time, had Greasy. You had Prop Hunt at Moisty Palms. You had Starry Suburbs. You had Gotham City. Before that, you had Tilted Town. You had that weird area with all the consumables near where the soccer stadium was. Like, it was such a cool season. And the build up of Dusty and the rocket being reconstructed with the scientists. Like, it was in the Season X end event. Dude, this was such a cool season, man. I think it was a good season. I have to put this in S tier. I don't think it's as good as Season 8. I like Season 8 a bit more, but I have to put this in S tier. I think it was really good. I feel like me, and I think I know Clem likes season. I'm probably the only few people that probably actually really like the season. I can't think of many people that actually really like the season. But most of them, when I hear people talk about the season, they talk about how much they hate it. I loved this season, man. Honestly, I can't wait to go back to it. The mechs, I'm happy for the mechs to return. I don't even care. The mechs were cool. Chapter 2, Season 1. This season thing is, a lot of people, I hear when they talk about the season, I feel like a lot of people just don't remember what we got in the season. People go, oh, the only thing we got this entire season was the Harpoon Gun. That's not true. We got quite a lot this season to begin with, but then it just slowed down, right? The season started off, Chapter 2. A few weeks in, we had the Fortnite update with the Battle of the Storm King, event, right? Then, later in the event, you had a little bit of a break event throughout November. Then we had, that Star Wars Cloud skins and like that. Then we had the freaking Winterfest event kicking off. The first time we had the Winterfest cabin and all that stuff, the Star Wars live event with the stormtroopers on the map and lightsabers in the game for the first time. That was pretty cool. Then it slowed down for like a month and we didn't really get much. I think at some point in November actually we did get the Harpoon gun. Then we got pretty much nothing for like a month until we got a little build up to Season 2, I get that. There wasn't really much this season, so I would personally put this season probably in C tier, like at the bottom of C tier I'd say, because there wasn't really much this season. Now this season on the other hand, this one was good. This season was really, really good. Chapter Season 2. Agency, the Shark, the Yacht, the Rig, the Grotto, the Mythic Minigun, the Drum Gun, the Boom Bow, the AK, the Scar, the Grappler. So many cool POIs, the Henchmen, the Bosses, the Vaults. Like, the Device event, the Travis Scott live event. Dude, there was so much this season and the vibes were really good. I do think this was a good season, honestly. I think this was a really great season. If I had to put this anywhere, I would probably put it like just below Season X for now, I think. I think this was a really banger and really good season. Alright, the Flooded season. This season's interesting. I think this season was pretty good. I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Season 2, like I think the previous, I don't think it's anywhere, I don't know why I said it again actually, but I don't think it's anywhere near as good as Season 2, but I think it's a pretty good season. The whole map flooded, one of the most drastic map changes ever from the launch of the season. The whole, like, almost like 80% of the map was flooded, apart from like the top higher up, like Misty and Lazy in Catty Corner area. You also had Catty Corner added. You had the replacing of the agency with the Authority. You know, the Rickety Rig, the Fortilla. You know, the flood went down each week throughout the season. After we got a few weeks into the season, they started going down each week throughout the season. We had like Jules. We had Fade, which was one of my favourite skins in the game. A build up to the Marvel season with, like, you know, Thor's hammer appearing as a creator on the map, and the Bifrost marks, the comic in the lobby. I think this was a banger season. I don't think it was anywhere near as good as Chapter Season 2, but I would probably put this at the top of. I'd have to put this probably maybe at the top of the end of A tier. I'd say maybe no, I'll put it at the top of B tier. I think. Alright, Chapter 2, Season 4. I seriously think this is the best season of all time. I'm gonna start just putting it there. I think this is the best season of all time. Honestly, the vibes of Season 1 even better than Season 8. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure the vibes are better than Season 8, but like, bro, Doom's Domain, Stark Industries, like drones, like in the Stark Industries drones on the map, and the Quinjets all over the map. Okay, Doctor Doom's Mythics, Iron Man's repulsors, Stark Industries in the upper state of New York, taking over half of the map. Galactus drones, the Galactus live event, like all the Marvel characters and skins, the Marvel Knockout, all the Marvel Knockout LTMs, the cups, each to get all the Marvel skins early, would be taking place in the Marvel Knockout instead of regular public matches, like Fortnite Mares Midas' Revenge, the Ruins, all the Marvel landmarks and POIs, Wolverine boss, Iron Man boss, Doctor Doom boss, Midas boss, all the different mythic abilities, She-Hulk's ability, Thor's ability, Venom's ability, like, all the items added this season, man. There was so much added this season, it was insane. I probably missed out on loads of things, there's just so much added this season, dude. Honestly, I think this is the best season of all time. Amazing. Chapter Season 4 will go down, I think, as one of the best seasons, in my opinion, the best season of all time. So good. Alright. The Hunter season. This season for me, I liked it, but I feel like the collabs, there was just too many collabs. I get, you know, they would have do a lot, you know, it's a theme of the season, but I feel like they were just using it as an excuse to do loads of collabs. Really, I just didn't really like it too much. I do think this event did have one. I forget event people kind of forgot about was the Winterfest event. It was called Operation Snowdown this time. There was no cabin, but I think this was one of the best Winterfest events. A lot of people don't remember the stuff we got this event. Like, we got snow on the added on the map, right? All the basic snowball launcher and stuff involved, although it was just the exotic one, I think, this time, though. Snowball launcher. You had this Operation Snowdown LTM, which every time you loaded into it, it'd rotate between different LTMs, and I just think that was so cool. I loved that. The vibes during the Winterfest event this time was so good. I think I had one of the best Winterfest events. The sand area in the map, the 0 Point, the Colosseum, Salty Towers, like, Butter Barn. You had, like, you know, the IO guards on the map for the first time, Jones recruiting the hunters, and then the 0 Point becoming unstable. Like, I think this was a pretty good season. I don't know how to compare it to the Marvel season. I think it's nowhere near as good. I'd probably have to put this season, to be honest with you, at, like, I think I liked it a little bit more than Season 3. Well, no, a little bit less than Season 3. I'll probably put it like there in B tier, I think. Chapter Season 6, the Primal season. Now, a lot of people don't like the season. I liked it. I don't. This real crisis thing was kind of cool, I guess, with the 0 point and the Spire and Foundation and Jones teaming up. That was kind of cool. Jones betraying the imagined order that the organization he had dedicated his life work to, because they protected his family and stuff. But he wanted to save reality. The 0 point was being weak, and Sloan and the IO were just doing crap, or they weren't doing anything. So he turned his back on them and went to the 7 for help, and teamed up with Foundation, sealed off the 0 point to stop the explosion because it was too late to actually fix it. So they just sealed off the blast. Jones was trapped in the loop. Foundation was trapped in the 0 point. The Spire, Colossal Crops, Bony Burbs, I think it was called. What was it called? Primal Biome was pretty cool. The primal weapons, the makeshift weapons, the primal weapons, the crafting system, I think was not the greatest, but it was okay. We had the alien mini abduction event going on throughout the season. We had the possible escape LTM. Yeah, I think this season was pretty decent. I'd probably have to put it. I'd probably have to put it at the bottom of B tier. I don't think it was amazing, but I think it was pretty good. Alright, Chapter 2, Season 7. This season, I think, was pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. The alien abduction, thing that was happening mid-game, the Skyfire Live event, the Iron Grande Rift Tour event, the alien weapons, the IO gun, the IO guns, the rail gun, the recon scanner, the ray gun, and some of that, like the Sloan skin. You had the Jones and Guernsey skin, which was teasing that was Jones trying to get abducted by the aliens to escape the IO. The Chimera all over the map. The MP. We had some decent map changes. I think we had this season. We had like Holly Hatchery. I think there was quite similar. It wasn't anything drastic changes, I don't know, but I think we had some decent map changes though. We had the pink, purple stuff, alien stuff in the middle of the map where the Spire was destroyed. IO guards were all over the map. You had Corny Complex, Sloan's base of operations with the IO for Chapter Season 7. IO placed all over the map. The UFO vehicles were pretty cool. I do think we had some good stuff this season. We had what else? We have the summer event, which was pretty cool. I think I'd put this probably at I don't think it was as good as Season 5. I'd have to probably put it no, I'll put it top 80. I think we'll do that. Yeah. Chapter 2, Season 8. This season was actually pretty good in terms of Season 8. I feel like I like this season more than Chapter Season 7, to be honest with you. I think this season was really good. We just had the live event, all the mini crash types over the map, which was kind of underwhelming because how much the map got destroyed in the Skyfire event compared to what we actually had destroyed in this season, but whatever. It's Carnage, when big collab skins for Venom, the Carnage movie coming out, cubes all over the map, the sideways weapon, sideways minigun, sideways rifle, the Wrath of the Cube Queen event, the cubes spreading all over the map, corrupting the map, the Convergence pyramid in the center, the Cube Queen skin. The storyline of that season was pretty good. The war against the cubes, the funding effort. We had funding stations to get an item unbolted between two weapons. I kind of like that. They did that again in the Resistance season, but this was the first time they implemented it. The end event of Chapter 2, I think the best storyline event of all time. Literally so good. The lords, the balance of gameplay, cinematic, and the visuals were just amazing. I wish we'd get this for an end of chapter again. Hopefully, maybe for Chapter 6's end event, we get a storyline event. Hopefully, probably not, but hopefully. I think this season was pretty good. I'm trying to think. I thought there was so much to add this season. I'm just trying to remember. I feel like I'm forgetting things, but let me know in the comments if I did forget anything. If there was anything from these seasons I didn't mention, because there probably was. Yeah, I'd probably have to put this in the bot. I don't know if I'd put it in. Honestly, I don't think I put it in. No, I'll put it in the bottom of this tier, I think. Alright. Chapter 3, Season 1. I think this is one of the best. I think in my opinion, Chapter 3 is the best map. The Spider-Man, the map was amazing. 7 all over the map. The Spider-Man mythics. The IO guards, the IO slowly approaching onto the map. You have Tilted added Covert Cavern. The Winterfest event. The Return of the Cabin. Spider-Man No Way Home collab. I think this was, a really decent. You had, the whole loot pool was completely overdone. You had the completely new loot pool for the first time. They revamped the loot pool. MK7, Striker Punch, Shotgun, Thunder. We had the Stinger SMG, the Hunter Bolt Action Sniper Rifle. I think it was called. We had a bunch. The weapons were completely different. We had a bunch of new heals like the Guzzle Juice, the Med Mist. First time you could actually have heals while moving. You could use the Med Mist while moving. It was the first heals to ever happen. And now you can just move for any normal heals, but back then there was the only time you could move. The Med Mist was like the first time you could move while healing, which was actually cool, really cool. You had sliding with a new mechanic was added. I think this is a banger season. I'd have to put this honestly at the top of A tier. I don't think it was an S tier season, but I think it's pretty good. Now this season on the other hand is definitely an S tier season. Chapter 3, Season 2 Resistance. I think this might be one of the best seasons of all time, honestly. The gameplay was amazing. The storyline, I think, was the best storyline season we've ever had. Like, we had good, consistent storyline throughout the whole season with good quests and everything, building up to an epic live event that was amazing. Like, I don't think we've ever had a season with insanely good, consistent, lots, amazing lore and quests, and amazing dialogue, amazing lore throughout the entire season through the quests, and then ending with an insane live event to finish off. We've not had that in so long. I think this season was honestly the closest season we've ever had to honestly to being one of the perfect seasons. I think there was a few drawbacks of it, but you know, map changes were too many map changes. There weren't just like changes to POIs. There weren't too many like new POIs added. Obviously we had the map where season where, you know, territories. You know, IO had taken over like multiple POI station blimps everywhere, taken over like 80% of the maps, having the 7 just having a few edges of the map like Snap Station, which was one new POI. And then you had like the Sanctuary and stuff. Then throughout the season they would take the war to like Daily Bugle, take back POIs, destroy their blimps, and then take over their POI with all their 7 equipment, and they push the IO's territory back to Command Cavern and just the loot lake. And then the Collider was added, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and you had obviously the, you know, pretty good storyline. I think the storyline was amazing that season, honestly. You know, the war against the IO and the 7, you know, Sloan and Geno. So Geno was revealed for the first time for the Collision event. You know, the weapons are pretty cool. The Striker Burst Rifle, one of my favourite ARs, my favourite AR in the game. Amazing, honestly. I think this was a really good season. I'd have to probably put this as like a second or something. If not, honestly, first. I don't know. Maybe it might be my favourite season actually now. I don't know. Looking back, there's so much good shit added this season, dude. It was crazy, man. It was actually crazy. Vibing. Reality Falls biome. The reality, like, you know, sapling thing where you get called mythic loot. If you it would start off with, you know, like basic loot that would go better and better and better and better. Yeah, really cool, honestly. I think this is really cool. Good season, I think. Summer event was kind of mid though. UFO, I remember, was added for like a day or something back. I think this season was good, but I'd have to probably put it like, I don't know, I would say probably bottom of B tier. I think it's okay-ish season, but it's not the best. Paradise. Paradise was pretty fucking good, I'm not gonna lie. I think Paradise was really good. You know, underrated. Chrome over the map, the 7 were taken over by Chrome. The Herald had arrived on the map, she was shown in the end of Season 3's trailer. Spider-Gwen, Paradigm, Bites. Battle Pass was really good, by the way. I feel like adding Gwen's data, they could have added the Spider-Man web shooters back to the game, but, you know, missed opportunity. But we got those back with Miles Morales in Chapter 4 anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think this, you know, we had like the Chrome spinning all over the map, you know, like No Sweat Insurance, saving POIs, lifting them in the air, the Chrome Tornadoes, Fortnite Mez event, Horde Rush came back, obviously I forgot to mention it came back in 2008 as well, for the first time in ages. The Herald boss, you know, was pretty sick. The storyline was okay-ish this season, it kind of flopped at the end a lot, but you know, it was okay-ish, I think, it wasn't too bad. Evo Chrome AR, Evo Chrome Shotgun, they were pretty good to be fair, I think, as well. Some good weapons, the Goo Gun. Yeah, pretty solid season. I don't know where I'd put this though, I'm trying to think. I'd have to probably put it at the top of, I think it was good, I think I'd put it at the top of B tier, I think. I don't think it was amazing, but I think it was, you know, definitely really good. Chapter 4, Season 1. Okay, Chapter 4, Season 1, dude. Wow. This is a good season. The map was amazing. I loved the vibrant map. The map was sick. Geno, the Oathbound, the Citadel, all that storyline was cool. The Shapeless Man stuff. The weapons were cool. The Red Eye. Winterfest event was kind of questionable. The map was just, I think this was, honestly, this had potential to be the best map. I think in terms of just Season 1, this looked visually one of the most appealing maps ever. The Heist event, honestly, one of the best event, in fact, the best event they've ever done. Amazing. An original event as well, not even like a collab thing, so that's just, it gives me more bonus points for the fact it wasn't even a collab, it was original. Pretty fucking good season, honestly. The Rift Gate, all that stuff, like Twin Mag SMG, the Maven shotgun, the Thunder Pump shotgun, you know, the Scar added back for the first time with all rarities, which I kind of think was a little bit weird. I would definitely put this probably at the bottom of S tier. I think this was definitely an S tier season. It was pretty good. Mega. I didn't like this season very much, to be honest with you. I didn't like the futuristic era in Mega City, taking over like that corner of the map game with the 40 splits and stuff like that. I just didn't like that, honestly. I wasn't a fan. The I just wasn't a fan of the look of the biome or the city POI. I just didn't look that good. The battle pass was pretty good though. Bikes, like, you know, obviously we had dirt bikes in Chapter Season 1. This season we had the futuristic bikes. Loot Iron was added, the mythic overclocked pulse rifle. Syndicate storyline was really fucking weak, I'm not gonna lie, that was awful. I wish that would never happen, to be honest, it was just terrible. I'm trying to think what else was added season. The season was not. Kinetic Blade was pretty cool, to be fair. I have Quake leading up to the the Wild season. I don't think this season was that good, to be honest with you. I was not a huge fan of this season. I would probably have to put this season bottom of B tier. I don't think it was too good, to be honest with you. I think it was alright. Wild. We're gonna straight away just cut to chase. I'm gonna explain why, but I'm gonna put this season in D tier, in just at the bottom. This season was awful. One of the worst seasons of all time, if not the worst season of all time. It's probably not the worst season of all time, actually. I'll get to that later in the video. But anyway, the jungle biome was cool, but they placed it in the worst position of the map, ruining the complete center of the map. I think it was just terrible. The battle pass was questionable, not that great. Optimus Prime was spoiled, like this key art was spoiled, like a couple weeks before the season even came out. Sloan was returning. That was pretty sick though. Seeing that at a live Game Fest premiere thing I was streaming, I remember. That was sick. Yeah, I don't know, like, this season, we had the Flapjack rifle, we had, obviously in Chapter 4 Season 2, you had the Havoc AR, Havoc rifle. This season, obviously, we had the return of the jump shotgun. They made it really, really common to get, and in all rarities, it was so common to get, everyone was using it. It was just insanely broken and ruined the season quite a lot. It's just ridiculous. Epic decided, it's a good idea to add a mythic version of that shotgun. I don't know what they were thinking that season at all. But yeah, for some reason they thought it was a good idea to add a mythic version of that monstrosity of a weapon. A weapon that required no skill to use at all. Fast fire rate, high damage, literally massive reticle, literally required no skill. You point it in the general direction of a player and you're guaranteed to hit. The most skillless, talentless weapon in the game, and you're rewarded so much for it. It was ridiculous. I hated that weapon so much. You had some cool weapons. You had the explosive repeater rifle, the mammoth pistol. The summer event was complete absolute just shit. I didn't think it was possible to get worse in Chapter 3, but they actually exceeded themselves and made it better. Actually managed to make it better in terms of bad, not better, but like made it worse. I didn't think that was actually physically possible. But yeah, the build up with the Kato Fawn, the stir projector and stuff like that was pretty sick. Yeah, I just think this season was just really made. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm about to go from next season, I'd say next season as well. I've never seen Fortnite go from being so shit to being so good. They went from one of the worst seasons of all time to one of the best seasons of all time. Last resort, Eclipse Estate, Relentless Retreat, and Sanguine Suites, I think the PYs were called. You go into one of these vaults, you have a chance to get one of the mythics, and you can only get one. Cool Kato Fawn theme, the spies, the vaults, the bosses, the radio towers that you could use to get kill the boss, get a key card, and scan it at the tower. So it means you would be able to unlock the future storm circles. Amazing. The Fortnite event with the mythic Kato Fawn Kinetic Blade was sick. The teasing of OG, or the OG props appearing in Frenzy Fields, and the Time Machine appearing in Frenzy Fields. Similar to killing Kato Fawn in just Quest was a little bit underwhelming, but it was okay, not too bad. Cabby Lame, TikTok, famous TikToker in the Battle Pass. What's it called? The Rocket Ram, or as I think Legion calls it, the giant Tilto of Doom. I think this season was amazing, man. This season was so good. Fortnite was cool, I guess. Horde Rush, she was added back. That was pretty sick. I think map changes wise or just POIs, I think this was sick, man. And just the season in general was insane. I would have to probably put this. I'd probably put it it's definitely an S tier season. I would have to put it here probably it's an S tier season. Alright, season OG. This season was good, but I don't really think it was insane. We had season 5. We started with the season 5 map. Then we had just the Q biome added from season 6. Then just the snow biome added from season 7. And then just season 8. And then nothing from season 8. Season 9 nothing. Season X we just had the meteor. So it was basically a season 5 map with just a few small changes added. Right? Loot pool's okay-ish. They changed the loot pool a few times. The Big Bang event was just kind of ass, to be honest with you. I don't think the season was the greatest, honestly, I'm being honest with you. I would probably have to put this season at I'd probably say the bottom of S tier, I mean, honestly. Bottom of B tier, sorry. I don't think this season was, too good. And obviously, there's not much to really say, it's just OG loop, basically. We've always talked about it in Chapter 1, really. Chapter 5, Season 1. This season was pretty good. Chapter 5 for me was just a massive flop, I'm being honest with you. I did kind of praise it a little bit when we were in it, but I think now, like, go back on it, I feel like I've stopped praising because I've actually looked back on it more. I don't think it was actually as good as I kind of praised it out to be. I don't think it was as bad people hating it to be, but I don't. People like, I mean, I don't know, actually, maybe it was, because it wasn't that great, to be honest. Chapter 5 Season 1 was the best season of the chapter by far. Underground, the Chapter 5 map, that was really dull, not that. Bullet drop, weapon attachments, I didn't actually mind. They just didn't execute weapon attachments very off. They're very good. You had to literally get them from vaults, from bosses, you get them from the beginning of the matches. It was the best season where you could get how easy it was to access in terms of how easy it was to access them, but yeah. They should have more just been in, they should have just been weapon like attachment benches, just at every named POI you can access easily, not just in boss vaults. Manifest event was questionable. TMNT event was pretty cool. Battle Pass, Valeria, Hope, new story, major storyline character, Vengeance Jones, Frenzy Auto Shotgun, AK, Jump Shotgun, just with mods and bullet drop. Reaper Sniper Rifle was pretty sick. The train was added this season. Pretty, solid season, I guess. Hand Rising Pandora's Box opening mini event. So we had that season, which was pretty cool. I remember just doing that for hours. I remember that was just really cool. I'd have to put probably this season, being honest with you. Like, I'd have to put this season in like B tier, bottom of B tier. I think it was a good season, but it wasn't the greatest. Chapter 5 season, Chapter 5 season 4. Chapter 5 season 2. Sorry, Myths and Mortals. Biggest missed opportunity ever. Season started off amazing. Olympus biome, Underworld biome, Hades, Zeus, sick. Rise of Midas event with the floor's laugh, which was insanely sweaty, but instead of the stuff got BR was sick, with a drum gun behind the back, him taking back over his yacht that Society took over previously. He reclaimed his yacht. Ascendant Midas. Then the season kind of fell quite a bit. Throughout you had the Avatar event, which kind of had all the Avatar mythics, waterbending, airbending, and firebending and stuff, I think, and waterbending and shit. The waterbending was actually pretty good, but then people said it was pretty weak, they buffed it, and then people started complaining about it. This took away from the season quite a lot, because it involved all the key season items like the Wings of Icarus, the Chains of Hades, and the Zeus Lightning Bolts for like 20 days, which I didn't like, and then went straight from Avatar to Star Wars, and the Star Wars event was really mid. It was mainly focused on being a LEGO event, really. The BR content was pretty mid, we didn't get a return. That's why I didn't even mention the Mega Season, actually. I had to boost up a little bit because that Star Wars event, the Final Force event, all the mythics and the Force powers was sick, so I'd have to bump that up a little bit, I think, just for that alone. Yeah, I don't think, and then we had obviously the mini events with the lightning strikes and stuff like that, striking Pandora's box, and then the sandstorm forming. That was pretty good. I'd have to put this at the bottom of the seed, though I just don't think this season was that good. And yeah, that's practically my opinion on it. Rex, I think I'm putting in D tier. Don't think this season was very good. Okay, throughout it a little bit. For the beginning of it, they nerfed everything into the ground. We had the sand area, brutal beachhead, redline rig, nitro drone, the cars, the mods, Magneto mythic, the bow, like the bow item was pretty cool. Megalodon storyline, first the Apex Predator Warlord ruling the wasteland. Really kind of saved the season a little bit, to be honest with you. We had like the mini event with the pipeline and Doctor Doom being revealed as the Wanderer. Also the Wanderer just roaming around the map. I remember doing the glitch to get the Wanderer, that was cool and stuff. I just don't think this season was very good, I'm being honest with you. I just think this is really mid-season, to be honest. I think it was really bad. The Marvel season is not much better, being honest with you. The Marvel season, I thought it was going to be the best season ever, but it flopped so hard. The storyline was so good throughout most of it, and then it flopped towards the end like so much. It was so good to begin with, it started off strong, and then flopped at the end. Doom was revealed to be the Wanderer, took over the island, summoned loads of villains to help him, his kingdom of doom, ruling over the island, trying to get Pandora's box to take control of the island, I think, and rebuild the universe into his image. Hope fighting against him with the help of like Jones, the Oracle, and the Marvel heroes. They joined forces to defeat Pandora's Doom in a mini event, which was pretty sick. We had like the raft added, with the POIs added like the raft, Doom's castle, Doom's stat, Doom's courtyard, Emma Frost boss, Doom boss. You had like what's it called? Mysterio boss, Iron Man on the map, the Day of Doom LTM, which is kind of like similar to like Thanos Endgame LTM. After that, you had like the Fortnite event, one of the biggest Fortnite events we ever had in terms of map changes. Literally, I think it felt like a new season. The Grim Gate and all the Underworld POI, the red water going throughout it. The River of Styx was red, which is pretty sick. To be honest with you, the pumpkin on top of like the statue of Zeus at Mount Olympus. You had the Brawler's like battleground POI was completely changed. Like Brawler's patch or something was it called? I can't remember. Pumpkins all over it. The Halloween area. You had the like Ultima Carver boss. Horde Rush was added back. You had the Remix Prelude event, which was just the shittest live event of all time. I'd have to put the season in above. I'd have to probably put it above Season 1. I think it was probably here, but I still don't think it was that strong of a season, to be honest with you, but yeah, it was okay. Remix, I'm just going to straight up just put here. Worst, I think, honestly, the worst season of all time. I'd probably put this season a little bit above Wilds. I think it was better than Wilds. But, yeah. Remix was just not good, you know. The Remix theme, all the artists taking over all the major agent POIs. This season was based on Chapter Season 2, but all the agent POIs were taken over by artists. They just didn't look that good. The mythics were nowhere near as cool, I don't think. The remix finale event was amazing, but the actual season itself was really bad. Yeah, I don't think I think this season just, you know, flopped quite a bit in terms of it was basically just Chapter Season 2, but just with agents being replaced with artists. There's not much to say about this season. I already went to talk about the agent POIs. I don't need to talk about this season much because it's the same with Chapter Season 2, but just picture all the agent POIs being rappers: Ice Spice, Snoop Dogg, Eminem. Juice WRLD POI added later in the season, which was pretty sick. Yeah, it was a good remix finale event, but the season itself was just really bad, to be honest with you. So yeah, it was not the greatest. Chapter 6, Season 1. This season, we're still in it, so I can't rate all of it, but so far, it's off to a strong start, I think. The map is really cool. Winterfest event was pretty damn good, to be honest with you. Godzilla event we're in is sick. It's currently happening right now. Godzilla was pretty cool. Winterfest event, you know, we had the Mariah Carey live event, we've had the New Year's live event, which was pretty sick, we had a few unbolts and stuff like that. I think this season's pretty good. I don't know where I'd rate this season. As of now, I'd probably put it like top of B tier, I'd say. Yeah, top B tier. And yeah, that's pretty much my ranking of the seasons. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.